like, let's get it done this year. Like, we have the team, we have the people, we have the type of players that we need to do it with. So let's go out there and do it. But making sure we're just taking those baby steps to get to that big point, like the Big 12 championship.
All right, we're back here live from Radio Row, Big 12 Media Days. John Kurtz, Derek Young with Taylor Poitier now of the K-State offensive line. Obviously one of the best O-lines in the country, but I hate to bring this into the conversation at the beginning, man, but we were just talking to your teammate, VJ Payne, who can run 23 miles an hour. He said he thought you might not be able to hit 15, so we'd like your reaction to that statement.
He's lying. He's lying, okay? I've hit 17. I've hit 17 before, and if I could hit it again. But if he's saying I'm running slower than 15 miles an hour, no, that ain't happening. I'm at least, cool. On average, 16 and a half, 17 miles an hour guy.
Okay,
so,
yeah, and that's like with the knees too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm 300 pounds. Shoot, I can't weigh, 190. I'm sorry, I wish I could run 23 miles an hour, but I mean, I'm cool with a little 17. I'm faster than 15 though. Yeah, at the knees and all that, like I'm still a little quick. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey man, like in all seriousness, through the knee injuries, you've been in school for a long time. Like to make it here, where you're at Big 12 Media Days, like talking to everybody, like do you have a moment to step back and be like, man, like look at what I've accomplished here in my time?
No, yeah. When we took a plane out here this morning, and I was like, just thanking God, like we got to fly on a private jet and all that. And it was just, you never take these little things for granted. I know I've been here for, 7 years and,
You were pre-pandemic, right?
I was pre-pandemic, yeah. So I was, I saw the pre-COVID and then after COVID. So I was on both sides of things. But even though I've still been here for a long time, I take every day as a blessing. So.
One of the things I wrote not long ago, it was kind of wild to think about, is you've been here as long as Coach Kleinman. You were in his first class that he signed in what it was like 2 weeks where you kind of went quick. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that like period where they got hired and then you got offered right then and there?
I remember like it was yesterday. So yeah, that time was it December? It was around December. I don't know if I can say this, but Coach Riley was like still at North Dakota State. And then he called me. And I didn't think anything of it. Yeah. If you ever met Coach Riley, he sounded like he's from like Chicago or something. Like he sounded like he's a little bit in the mafia. The way he I was like, I don't know who's calling, but shoot, I don't know. He might be trying to rob me. But no, I'm kidding. Coach Riley, so he called. We had a good conversation. He's like, he doesn't know if he would come to K-State. Told me he would let me know. And then I went on a Wyoming visit, and I just thought that I was just gonna go to Wyoming and then on beyond. But then as soon as I got back, he called me and said he got the job at K-State. And he asked me, or he gave me that offer right there and then, and I committed that day. Or that night. So it was a quick transition. So.
And now you're going to play for Coach LePac. Yeah. Probably two coaches that couldn't be more different, right?
Yeah.
A
lot more different. But really good coaches. Coach LePac is a really good coach. He knows his stuff. He could have been a lawyer. He passed the bar exam and all of that. So that man is a genius, honestly. And he's going to help us out a lot this year. So
what went into the decision to come back for another year? How tough of a call was that?
Yeah. So he's my brother. So it was like around, middle of the season. He asked me if I was ever going to come back. I was like, heck no. I was like, I'm not going to do 7 years of college. Like, that ain't for me. But, as the year went on, as we got down to our final couple games, I could tell or we were giving our last talks within the weight room, and in my mind, it really never felt like it was my last time. I don't know, in my heart, I was just it doesn't really feel like it's my last time. And, I just kind of prayed on it. I just, asked my friends what would they think if I came back. They were, 100% honest with me. They said if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. And, I had to keep on praying about it. And, I made that decision to come back. But yeah, this is my last year though. This is my last year. I promise you, this is my last year.
What with the? I mean, look, man, the knee stuff. That's tough. Back-to-back years, right? Like, take me through. Like, what was the lowest moment? Like when you're sitting there, like when it happens the second time, like what's going through your head, man?
I would say that second time, boy, that second time, that was rough. I knew exactly I did it as soon as it happened. Like, it was bad. I was thinking about this not too long ago. I came in the locker room, throwing a little temper tantrum, almost broke a couple things. And, I kind of I lost my faith a little bit. And that really hurt me because I thought I was here for a purpose and, not to keep getting hurt. And, I wouldn't say I'm even injury prone. I got hit in both my knees. So it's kind of it is what it is. But, I was really questioning God and see what he really has for me. And I didn't know, I was really I was I guess God just doesn't like me or anything like that. And it took me a while to kind of build my faith back up. And just that second time, it was just I could barely sleep most nights, just really depressed, really sad. Didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I didn't know if I wanted to keep playing. The doctor told me I shouldn't play another year. And I was just that broke my heart. And I was I'm just going to see what happens as I go through the recovery period. And, that second time was as rough as the first one. I know a lot of people say you should get used to it, but they're both, it's hard, mentally and physically, trying to come back, you're trying to get your strength back, trying to get your mind ready for everything. And it takes a while. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, but it takes a lot out of you. So there would be periods of time where I would just be, crying or just sad, just in my room, just not knowing what to do, trying to get some help from people, trying to just hang out with people. And it was just, you have to go through it every single day. And, and then I found God again, and just he helped me out a lot. And he's, he brought me where I'm at today. So I'm really excited about this year. And I feel like this is going to be my best season yet. So
another guy that was hoping to have a special career had a similar setback as Asa Newsome, where it's happened to him a couple of times. Or have you been able to be a sounding board for him because of that?
Yeah. So me and Asa, we've been through the same thing. And I know you can say you guys talk to Asa. Asa is probably the most mature. I don't know how old he is, but he's more mature than me. He is very wise. He knows the right things to do. He knows how to take care of his body. Just like me, he just had some bad luck, and I'm hoping for the best for him. I'm hoping for his little breakout season. And he talks to me about God too, and we try to talk back and forth when it comes to our faith. And he's a really mature guy, and I'm really excited for him. I'm glad he's doing okay. He's he's going back with the runs with us and everything, so he's doing really well.
Is there a player on the team that you might think is really underappreciated right now that might not be a household name but will be soon?
I would say Sam Heck.
Yeah.
I know Sam Heck got second team Big 12 last year, and it was kind of crazy. I didn't see him anything for preseason anything.
Right.
But Sam is he's a quiet assassin. He would come up there. He don't say much. He kind of just chuckles a little bit. But he's a really good dude. He plays right, center. He plays right next to me. And when me and him get on a combo, it's over for. So
Yeah.
I would say he's a sleeper. Let's see who else. I would say, man, everybody slept on. Honestly,
Yeah.
our whole offense. I truly believe in my offense and how we're going to do this year. So
Yeah, how are guys like George Fitzpatrick, Amos Talalele, some of the newcomers fitting in on the offensive line right now?
they're fitting in really well. And when you get to talk to them and try to understand why they left their last program and see what can we do to make yourself better and make you feel more belong in this program, it really helps because I don't know, I feel like when you're a new guy, it's kind of all you're all nervous, don't know if you'll like everybody. I feel like all of them, we all love each other, and we're starting to become that, that true brotherhood bond with each other. And that's really cool to see because I love all those guys. Even though they just got here, I love them like I knew them years. So I'm really excited for those guys to step in and be a part of this program.
What about Avery? Where do you see Avery taking steps or different than he was last year?
Avery, I said this not too long ago. Avery's matured so much when it comes to everything. When it comes to leading the team, leading the offense, He's really stepped up, and it's really cool to see, like, a guy at his age maturing in that way. So it's been really good seeing him grow up and keep being, trying to be greater and greater every single day. So
last one from me is you guys got Iowa State right out of the gate, week 0. It's a rival. You lost them 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So how hungry are you for that one?
Boy, I'm starving. Shoot, come on. I'm ready to get out there. And that last game, the last regular season game, they were able to go to the Big 12 championship. And when you walk up that field and when their fans stormed the field, oh my goodness, I was hot. But I'm ready to get after it. Shoot, season can't come around quicker enough, honestly. But I'm ready to go out to Ireland and put on a show for K-State fans. So yeah.
Has it been weird thinking about prepping for that game, and that such a unique thing to start the year there with a conference game, like all that stuff?
I kind of like forget about it sometimes. They're like, "Oh, you're excited for Ireland?" I'm like, "Yeah," but then I'm like, the whole time I'm just like, we're just going against Iowa State. That's all I'm worried about, is just going against Iowa State and how we're going to win that game. So I'm really excited to go out there to Ireland. Never been to Ireland, so I'm really excited. Yeah, it's gonna be a long flight. So yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Tell me who made the best play of spring ball? Who are the best play in spring ball?
Best play,
offense or defense?
See here. I would say Tibbs.
Yep.
He had a couple good catches this past spring ball, and I was like, shoot.
Sounds like he's a dude.
Yeah, no, he is a dude. They're all dudes, honestly. You're just gonna have to wait and see.
All right, what's something that Coach LePack says all the time at practice that you get tired of hearing?
Let me see here. It's a hard one. I can't really think. I would say you gotta reach them. You gotta get to the outside shoulder. That's pretty much it. Yeah,
that's a good impression.
I was going to ask about Coach Riley, but that would be probably a little bit rated.
Boy, yeah. I was like, I don't know if
we don't have the beats ready.
I was like, I don't know if you got everything censored on this thing. Shoot, but yeah.
All right, finally, man. Maybe you've already seen because the game came out yesterday, but like, what should your NCAA 26 rating be?
See here. Yeah, do y'all have the ratings?
I was gonna look. I don't think I've seen it yet. I didn't have a chance to look.
Someone told me mine was an 80. And I was 80 last year. And I'm like, come on. Like, I can't get moved up at least one.
Yeah.
But honestly, I give myself an 85. I ain't going to be like, I need a 90. Nah, I need an 85. 85 is cool with me.
Okay.
VJ said he needed to be a 90.
He was upset he got an 86.
Yeah.
He's 86?
He was more upset about his speed. They had him like
speed
87
was 89.
speed.
Oh, really?
Below 90.
See here, I don't know who's running this NCAA thing, but y'all need to do y'all research because
VJ's not faster.
I was like, if you think VJ is look at this bird right here. Goodness gracious.
Big J walking by.
But yeah, he should be a 90. I would say so.
Yeah, that's fair. Taylor, it's been fun talking to you, man. Thanks so much for doing this, and best of luck this year.
Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all.
Yep.
Looking for tickets for your next event? Tickets for Less is your #1 source. Save big on every purchase when you use promo code KCSN at ticketsforless.com.
I'm BJ Kissel, founder and CEO of KC Sports Network. Emprise Bank has been with us from the beginning. They were our first network partner, and they believed in the vision of what we were building from the start. I can't speak to any other banks or companies and how they operate, but I can tell you from personal experience and based on the growth of the network you're listening to right now, that if you have banking needs, call our friends at Emprise Bank. We've worked with so many great people there over the years, from Vicky and Aggie to Andrea, Lori, Jackie, Deb, and Aaron, and not to mention so many others that not just supported KC Sports Network, but supported our KCSN Foundation as well. But the best thing that I know is that if I have a question or a problem, no matter how dumb the question is, I know who I'm going to call and who I'm going to talk to, and I know that I'm getting an answer from someone that I can trust, and I know that person is there to help us. That's why Emprise Bank has always been and continues to be our partner in Possible, and they can be yours too. You just have to reach out. If you have a banking need, whether it's business or personal, hit me up. I will connect you directly with the same people that have helped us build KCSN, and that's our friends at Emprise Bank.
Folks, there's nothing that beats relaxing on a hot summer day and watching some baseball. And there's no simpler way to get in on the action than by downloading the Pick 6 app from DraftKings. It's crazy simple. Just pick more or less on the stats for 2 or more of your favorite players, and boom, you're in the mix for big cash prizes. And the best part, Pick Six is available right here in Missouri. Don't miss out on the fun. Don't settle for a smaller payout. Switch to Pick Six, and right now, new customers can get $25 in bonus picks with their first deposit of $5. Here's what you got to do. Download the DraftKings Pick Six app now and use code KCSN. That's code KCSN for new customers to get $25 in bonus picks with their first deposit of $5. Better payouts, bigger wins, only with Pick Six from DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit. Bonus picks expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
All right, welcome back to Three Ma. John Kurtz, Derek Young, joined by VJ Payne, K-State safety, one of the best safeties and defensive backs in the Big 12. Appreciate you being here with us, VJ. How's it feel?
You guys.
How's it feel to be here at Media Day, man? Getting all this attention.
You know, it feels good, seeing the guys from my previous years, seeing them come to this, take some good pictures, getting some notoriety, and me being this, having the opportunity to come here today. I'm grateful and I'm excited to be here.
All right, so you cracked the 23-mile-an-hour club.
Yes, sir.
Right, we saw that.
Yep.
Are you the fastest guy here at Big 12 Media Days?
I'm not going to say I don't want to say too much, but I'll say I'm up there. I don't want to hype myself up.
I mean, Avery is here too.
I'm faster than Avery, so we'll just get that out.
So is Taylor Poitier.
Yeah, TP is not hitting. I don't even think TP is hitting 15 miles per hour.
Oof, not
Man.
15.
But but back to the question. I mean, I'll say I'm one of the top fastest guy here. I'll say that.
Yeah. I like that.
We're number 7 now. We're went into the number change.
Yep. So
Just a better number.
in high school I wore number 7, and I wanted it when I first got here, but TJ Smith, he had it, and then my sophomore year, Cam Salas, he had it, and my junior year, Cam Salas had it, and then after my junior year, Cam, he had transfer, and I texted Serb as soon as I knew. I was like, hey, Serb, I know it just happened, but I need that number. I've been asking for about 2 or 3 years now. I would love to have that number my senior year. And so me and Serb, we made it happen. So yeah, I'm excited to wear the number, go back to my old roots a little bit.
You got some new safeties on the roster this year.
Yes,
some guys you'll be playing with. Can you tell us anything that we may not know about guys like Coy Moss and Gunnar Maldonado?
They're like, with people coming in from like the transfer portal and coming into the locker room, it's like one of the things that you want them to fit into the locker room, like be like talking with the guys in the locker room, just let it be natural, no problems in the locker room or on the field or off the field. They're good people. They fit in with us in the locker room, just chit-chatting, whatever it is. Just overall good people, to be honest, besides on the field also. How
do you now, as one of the vets, show leadership? Like what are some examples of things you can do for whether it's the younger guys or just newer guys, even if they are a little bit more experienced?
Just being there for them if they have any uncertainty, whether it's in the playbook, on the field, off the field, let them know that like you there for them. Also, if they have any concerns about really anything, just knowing you be there for them. Like, hey, I'm right here if you got any questions. Like, don't be afraid to like come up to me. Like I know Gunnar, he's been in my shoes really because he's older than me.
Yeah.
But Clay, somebody like him, he's younger than me, so it's just like if you got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Like I'm here. If you want to go up there and watch film with me, like let's do that. Like we can do anything. Just come up and ask. Don't be afraid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's your relationship like with Gunnar? Like how much can you guys compare notes, being that you played so much Big 12 football?
Yeah, that Gunnar's my guy. Like I say, he's also a good player, a good person that fits in the locker room with us. Off the field, going into the film room together, picking each other's brains. We both have good knowledge for the game. He's a smart player. I love being around smart football players. So, because at the end of the day, if we're on the field at the same time, it's going to be a good thing for us on the back end because got 2 smart players, love to play fast, love to play physical, got good instincts. So, it's going to be a good thing when it's all said and done when it comes to the season.
You guys started 7-1 last year,
Yeah.
but the finishing product was 8-4.
Yes, sir.
What kind of happened in that final stretch that you can correct this season?
Yeah. Excuse me. Just you can't. Something that I like to harp on is like, don't let yourself get complacent. Like you said, 7-1 it's a good start, and then once you think, oh, like our next few games gonna be easy. Oh, these teams gonna come in here and see we got 7-1. They're just gonna let us do whatever. Like teams are like the Big 12 is like a good conference. Like teams aren't just gonna let you just. They're not just gonna see 7-1 and be like, oh, we're just gonna let them win the game. You can't do that. So like I think that next game was Houston game. Came out the first half, I think good, and then we started getting complacent, got lazy with our techniques, penalty flags, stuff like that. You can't let that happen because that loss affected every other loss after that. And then, winning that 8th game, but still losing 4 games. We were from 7-1 is like it's a big difference, you know what I mean? Instead of going like a better record than 7-1, if that makes sense.
How much do you guys now talk? You guys have a lot of your best players back.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you talk about winning the Big 12 championship in the locker room? Is that a point of conversation at all?
Yeah, it's a conversation in the locker room, of course, and then with the team. But we don't want to look too far ahead, because if you look too far ahead, that's when you're gonna miss stuff that's like right up close. Like for example, fall camp's coming right around the corner for us, like 2 weeks,
right.
And we're starting earlier than everybody else because we have a week 0 game. So just focusing on fall camp is coming up in 2 weeks. So just making sure we're putting our best foot forward for then. For fall camp, because fall camp ends up leading to the first game of the season, and that's ultimately what's coming up next after fall camp. So not looking too far ahead, but also having that in the back of your mind, like let's get it done this year. Like we have the team, we have the people, we have the type of players that we need to do it with. So let's go out there and do it. But making sure we're just taking those baby steps to get to that big point, like the Big 12 championship.
That week 0 game is against Iowa State.
Yep.
You guys have lost 2 straight to them. It's a rival.
Yep.
Like how much are you guys thinking about like we gotta get these guys like we haven't the last few years?
Yeah, my freshman year we won up in Ames, and then like you said, the last 2 years we have lost against them. But they're a good team. Good team, good quarterback, good players all around. It's just like you just gotta do what it takes to win. To be honest, no excuses. Can't go up there. Can't say, oh, we're playing overseas. You don't know what could happen. No, you got to go out there with your best foot forward,
right.
Making sure you're prepared for everything that can happen. Because week 0 game, to be honest, or like first game of the season, you never know what could they come out with. So just knowing your technique, rules and principles, so where whatever they come out and you're prepared for it. So yeah.
All right. Do you feel like your speed? We were talking about your speed earlier. Like can catch people off guard sometimes out there. And I asked this in particular because like I watched that play against Jalen Daniels last year at the end of the game. Man, I mean, I felt like guys did not expect you to track him down the way you did there.
I would say, yeah. I guess people wouldn't expect somebody my size to have speed like that I do. It's one of my best traits, the trait that I love the most, honestly. I love my speed. I love the way how fast I play. I love how it shows on the field, and it's unexpected, to be honest. Like you said, the Jalen Daniels play, I guess people weren't expecting me to hawk him down, but, it's just like having that thought in the back of your mind, like it's not let me turn my speed on. It's just like it comes second nature. So yeah, I guess it does catch people unexpectedly.
Did you know like right away that you were going to be able to get there? Like take me through that play.
Yeah. So basically we were on a blitz, and we were just honestly we was running the blitz. And then I finally got to him, but he had spun out, and I was like, oh, I got to go chase him down. But, also my roommate, DN Toby, he also helped on the play by cutting off the ball. We have this argument day in and day out, like who actually got it. I'll give it to both of us, though, because he helped me cut off the ball, and I also tracked him down. So, big props to Toby for helping me out on that play. And then, yeah, that's probably one of my favorite plays this season, to be honest. Against a rival team, you always want to put little bro at the bottom of the chart. So, yeah, that was for sure my favorite play of the year, probably.
I'm going to ask you, because you probably covered these guys somewhat already, your guys' wide receivers. It's a new room this year.
Yeah.
Nothing against any of the past groups, but is this the best like starting trio that you guys have probably had in a while?
In my opinion, I was talking to some of the other DBs about this the other day. This receiving core is honestly, it looks really good. Tibbs, JB,
Yep.
Jace, we got brought in Caleb Medford. Those guys are just coming in, putting in that work. You just love to see that with transfers coming in because they're in a new environment. You never know how they're going to respond to it. Them guys just embracing everything that we pour into them. They pour back into us by going up there studying film, going up there talking with the coaches, giving it their all during workouts, lives, practice, and during the spring ball, they were just out there showing their thing. I don't like saying that because they're receivers, but they're also on my team, so you also got to give them their props. So yeah, they're also really good players. So I'm excited for those three to go out there and showcase what they have been putting in for honestly however long they've been in college, and also during spring ball and fall camp coming up.
Is there a big difference right now in the Avery Johnson you're seeing compared to the one we saw last year?
Avery, he's just growing as a leader. As a quarterback, you got multiple jobs, to be honest. You got direct the O-line, receivers, running back, tight ends. You got a whole bunch of different things going through your mind. And everything was with him. It's calm, collected, know how to he stays composed during times of pressure. You love to see that out of a quarterback. And then also he's, with good receivers, he's learning how to sit in that pocket, throw that ball. You love to see that because he's also one of the fastest people on the team also. So if you need to go scramble and get a 15, 20-yard run because he's fast, he can break speed. He has that breakaway speed. You just love to see that too. So yep. Avery, he's really evolving all aspects of his game, and I love to see that.
Who's a guy, whether it's offense or defense, that we're not talking about enough right now that like fans may not know, not a household name yet, but they're going to?
Okay. I would say a household name that is on the come up. I would say that's a good question. I don't want to say a name because I don't want them to be like, oh, you think I'm like not known,
Or you leave someone out too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Leave somebody out.
You can give me a couple. We don't have to.
I'll say Ryan Davis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dog.
Yeah.
Straight dog. Works hard. Made plays last year, honestly, and I don't know how people don't know his name, or they probably do. It just doesn't get enough recognition.
Yeah.
Dog gets to the quarterback. Honestly, he had a good sack against Colorado, I think it was. High motor. That's what you want out of a DN. So that's what I would say. Ryan Davis. Yeah.
Who made the best play of spring ball?
Best play of spring ball. I will say.
There's a photo that looks pretty good of Jerron Tibbs with a huge catch, but I know you don't want to give it to the receiver.
Okay, I'll give it. Okay, since you went there, I'll just give it to him. He had a good catch. I think we was in red zone. We was working on some red zone drills. He did have a good catch. So I'll give it to the receiving corps. They had a good spring.
Okay.
With they coming in having to get a new chemistry going. Like 3 new receivers coming in, mixed in with Jace. It's kind of hard for them to not understand the playbook, but get to know the playbook, get a feel for a new quarterback. Them coming in, putting in that work and showing what they can do is going to be really exciting in the spring. So yeah.
Is there a challenge at all with the kind of secondary this year? Because you have a lot of new starters. You're the only returning starter, I believe.
Yeah. I wouldn't say there's challenges, but there's factors that that we work on every day, like chemistry. Stuff is gonna happen like in the back end, like blown plays. You never know. Somebody might slip on a backpedal and somebody's running a double move. You never know.
Yeah.
Just getting those things down packed to where those mess ups don't happen in the fall, and so that's why I'm excited for fall camp to come up. Just attacking that process to where in the fall it's gonna help us, be more smooth, be on the same page. When those times do come, to where everybody's on the back end on one page, no hesitation or nothing. To be honest, so yeah.
Do I have it right that you were roommates with Jacob Parrish last year?
Yeah. Okay. It's my guy, yeah.
What's the biggest thing you picked up from Jacob Parrish, like going through this NFL process that he went through?
The biggest thing I would pick up from Jacob, Jacob doesn't – one thing I'll give to Jacob, he doesn't get complacent at all. Like, he's always finding a way to to work harder or to get better on something that's in his game, to be honest. So that's what I'll give to him, or something that he's like I picked up from him. Like, don't allow yourself to get complacent, because like the moment you get complacent, the guy that's right behind you is gonna pass you. You know what I mean? You never want that to happen. So just continue to find something to work on, whether it's watching film, getting on the field, doing breaks, back pedals, anything. To be honest, you can always work on something. You're never 100%. So always finding that 1% to get better at anything, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay, a couple fun ones to get you out here.
Okay.
Joe Klanderman, what's something that you hear from him all the time at practice? Like, what do you get tired of hearing from Coach Klanderman?
He does get on he gets on our head for either drop picks, and I'm also kind of tired of hearing it too, because we need to pick them, like we need to catch the ball. So that yeah, I'll say that honestly.
Yeah.
Stop dropping the ball. Out of the whole DBs.
Marquise heard that a lot.
Yes, he has actually. Yes, Marquise has heard that plenty of times.
Oh man! All right, and then I guess the game came out yesterday, so maybe you've already seen. But what should your NCAA 26 rating be?
I think I was playing it yesterday. I think I'm at an 86. Honestly, I should at least be a 89, 88. I don't want to. And then I also think my speed should be a little faster, because I think my speed. Can I check what my speed is? Somebody texted it to me the other day.
Yeah.
My speed is.
I was wondering about that too, because I was like,
enough,
the speed should be in the 90s for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. My speed's at a 89, which is not bad.
Okay.
No, it should be in the 90s.
I think my speed should be like a 90, 91, 92 at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
90 at least. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a game. I don't pay too much into it, but also when I'm on the field, playing like using the controller, using K-State, I would love to talk somebody down if the play does break out. You know what I mean? So.
Well, hey, they updated, I think, during the year. So you go out and make some plays, you get that rating up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get you a 90.
That's how it goes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I'm excited.
Hey, VJ, I appreciate you, man. Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.